Pokemon's 10th generation is on the horizon, and the rumor is that this new open-world region will be inspired by Southeast Asia. And a new Pokemon generation means new Pokemon. This is a big game for Pokemon, and we're likely to receive up to 100 brand new Pokemon. So this video is going to be a deep dive on the animals, plants, cultural objects, and mythology of Indonesia, with the goal of trying to figure out what new Pokemon we could see this year. Welcome back to Hidden Power. This is a Pokemon podcast. My name is DustyGogoat, and today I'm joined by TraderLumi.
Hello.
And SoulSilverArt.
What's up?
We're talking all about Generation 10 Pokemon that we want to see in the next Pokemon game. I'll say spoiler alert. It's looking like this game is going to be based on Southeast Asia. This is a cluster of islands and countries and regions, primarily Indonesia and a couple other ones in there as well. Today, I think the Pokemon that we're going to be conceptualizing is mostly going to be taking inspiration from Indonesia. But like any Pokemon game, I guess I'll say, no matter what the point of, no matter what real life location the region takes inspiration from, we see all sorts of like crazy Pokemon from around the world. For instance, we in Alola, the game based on Hawaii, we have koalas, which would be
Arctic
from
foxes,
Australia. Yeah, exactly. So listen, I'm pumped to get into this. There's so many rich, beautiful ideas. Who wants to start it off?
Lumi.
Oh, okay, me. Okay, yeah, I can do that. So as y'all know, I love me some birds, and may I just say, this area has tons of beautiful birds. But
this is your game, then.
Game. It really is. It really is. But the first one I wanted to focus on is called the Cendrawasih. That is spelled Cendrawdri. You're good. DRI.
Say it again.
The Cendrawasih.
Cendrawasih. I'm starting to think maybe
there you go. Okay, so it's that second. Did you mean the second one on? I'm
starting to think you guys need to start sharing your screen for this episode.
Yeah, I know, right?
Based on the spelling, this is going to be a chore.
Oh, there's so much worse than this too.
We got a beautiful bird here. This is nice, dude. Gorgeous. Tell me about it.
Okay, well, first off, it's a bird of paradise. So one thing they're kind of known for is they like to do fun little dances to try to attract a mate, which I think. I don't know. I just think that behavior is very Pokemon, right? They absolutely have to do some kind of bird of paradise. I think that's the actual group of birds, not the plant. Right. There is a plant called bird of paradise, but I could easily see like a fairy typing on this. We don't have a lot of fairy flyings. We have only Togekiss and Enamorus. So I think fairy flying for this would be a lot of fun. But it's just a really pretty bird. I like I guess you would call that the tail feathers that it kind of goes back like a cape. It kind of reminds me of that cape that Mega Chestnut has, I feel like this would translate very easily into a Pokemon design. It's one of those animals that you look at and you're like, this is a Pokemon, And look at the wing colors here. How
the wing color's nice.
It's got that red to it. Oh man, I think this is so pretty. If this was our regional bird, I'd be very happy.
I was gonna say, I feel like with any Pokemon bird or Pokemon based on a bird, I do think it would be important. I think it's important for the Pokemon to actually have a specific gimmick or something that is actually going to make it unique, because and I know Pokemon like Squawkabilly exist where they are what they are. Right?
And I don't want that,
And regional birds just exist and they're just normal flying type. But I'm just saying, like, I know you're a bird fan, but I feel like if these deliver, Game Freak needs to deliver by like giving these Pokemon something special. Like, I love how you described its tail feathers as a cape, because now they could weave in some sort of like, similar to like Halucha being like a wrestler, right?
Sure.
Or a luchador,
yeah,
right? That we need to see something like that.
I think you could easily go with like some kind of dancer, especially because of the behavior of how these birds dance to attract a mate. So it fits in with the line, but like there's also I'm not familiar with like the type of dances of this region of Indonesia, but there are a lot of, I think of like, I know this is a example that's going to make soul unhappy, but Quackleval, for example, it's got a lot of dance things, so they kind of incorporated like a samba dancer outfit to it. So you could easily like probably work in some type of dancer uniform. Hopefully, ideally, it would be one that's, like culturally relevant to Indonesia. In there.
It is really pretty.
It's so pretty. I just want to see these flying around the region. You know what I mean? Like, I see what you're saying. Yeah, see it.
It's really interesting with the birds because basically with this region, like there should be a lot of birds and a lot of monkeys. Those are like the two things that I think should be everywhere. On the looking from the outside in, but in like Spain, there should have been tons of dragons, but there wasn't so many crazy dragons.
Well, there's no dragons don't exist in real life.
Yeah, true. But in myth. Anyway, so all that being said, I wonder how many of these birds of paradise they're going to do because there's multiple ones and they're crazy. They're like all Pokemon coded. I also think like if they do this, does it end up being like a Toucanon situation where they just copy paste the bird? Do you know what I mean? Like it's very easy to be like, this is already a Pokemon, so let's just make it a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
I think they get, and this is what I'm saying. Like, if I'm looking at a close up of this Pokemon, like it's got the green, it's got the yellow. Oh, you guys aren't gonna like this. I'm like already thinking, should this be a banana Pokemon?
Why?
I'm just saying, like they need to do something to make it more than just a bird. Well, maybe not if it's the regional bird. And I'm not trying to like harp. I'm not, just for the listeners, I'm not dogging on the design. I'm just trying to say, like, for all of these concepts,
no, I get it. You want it.
It can't just be an animal,
right?
Yeah.
Not just an animal.
This is so cool. This is so cool because honestly, the cape. I love that concept of like a cape, and then even like around its bill, it has like this like it's almost like a bubble around its like beak. So like they could do some really cool stuff. What does this thing eat?
I don't know.
Bugs.
I would imagine bugs.
That makes sense.
Did you see it typing? Did you say typing?
I said I could see, because with dance, sometimes they make it like athleticism, right? And they do like fighting type. But if I'm honest, we have so many fighting, flying, and especially with birds. Like we've got Halucho, we now have Megastaraptor, we have Flamigo. I think I would like the idea of it being fairy flying. I think that would be unique for a regional bird. I think that, it's only the only other Pokemon that fit that bill is Togekiss and Enamorus, which are both pretty rare. I mean, heck, one of them
That's a good point. I thought that was
game.
So there's no more. There's no.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
You get kind of close with Altaria because it's dragon flying and then it becomes dragon fairy. But
yeah, I quite like that fairy flying for this guy. Just like a majestic. I don't know, like whatever those feathers are for in the back. Does something. Fairy dust. Fairy dust and stuff. I'm trying to imagine it as a Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know about regional bird either, but it's so. Oh, I guess it'd be a lot of fish in this region too. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, it's not going to literally be that because also here's a question. I don't even know this. How big does the dex going to be? Something that we used to talk about was like, are they going to kill the Nat dex or are they going to revive the Nat dex?
Yeah,
and I don't think so because I think like Champions is the spiritual revival of that, right?
But it could be a big dex. It could be like. How about this? How many new Pokemon do you think we're going to get in this game?
Yeah, I mean, it was over 100 in Scarlet and Violet, so one would hope that we attain similar numbers here.
Yeah, I do think a lot because in doing the research for this episode, I was literally overwhelmed by the amount. The amount of diverse animals is crazy. Now, obviously, when you're looking at Indonesia, you keep getting the same animals over and over, and I could name them over and over. I mean, right off the bat, we got elephant, tiger, rhino, orangutan. Like those are like the ones that should be here. Komodo dragon. So there's those, but then there's like a bajillion more animals that live in this place, and it's
there's
like
a lot of weirdos
just looking at animals. I'm not even looking at the plants and the myths. I'm like losing my mind about how many things are here.
Most of my list, actually, I didn't pick any animals because I knew you guys would be picking animals.
That's great. I'm glad.
So I picked foods, fruits, spiritual objects, and not cryptids. They would be called like Yeah, like legends or myths.
Oh, see, I have some cryptids on mine. I wonder if we've got some crossover. Because I tried to do like some out there animals and cryptids.
Cool. Okay.
I was researching animals all day yesterday, and then
good.
I started doing the cryptids, and I was like, oh my gosh, like there's so many.
No, that's good.
That's funny that in an attempt to not do the same things and branch out, we have accidentally done a lot of the same things.
But you guys were texting that you did all the animals. So you guys didn't just do animals? Okay.
No, I didn't just do animals.
I literally didn't look up one
I tried
animal.
to do some
Lumi's going to have
cut.
them all on lock.
I tried to do some deep cut animals, is what I'm saying. Like I tried, like Soul said, when you think of Indonesia, like and what Pokemon they should do, you do automatically come up with elephant, tiger, rhino. So I tried not to be boring and put elephant, tiger, rhino, you know?
Sure. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at this picture of this Cendrawasih.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Something
I'm looking at this picture of it, and both of them are doing this like what I'm assuming is like the mating dance. And it does look kind of sick. Like this almost looks like it's reminding me of Shiftry. You know, Shiftry has that like fuzzy. It's got this like
headdress
this hair
type thing.
Yeah, the headdress type of thing, and it's like a giant face. I could see some sort of ghost or spiritual Pokemon that kind of like looks like one of these birds, or maybe one of these birds is stylized in a way, like a Hoot Hoot, where it's like, or a Natu, where its whole body is instead of having like a regularly proportioned thing, it's like entire body is the head. So I could see something like that.
So there's
let's keep it moving though.
There's some folklore around it from Papua that has myths of people transforming into these birds due to sadness, jealousy, or divine will.
Nice.
Last little thing, it kind of looks like fireworks coming off its back. We could do flying fire.
Yeah.
We could do flying fire again, and that'd be fun.
Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but I am overwhelmed by all these amazing ideas we have for this Gen 10 game.
There's some good ones.
Let's take a little break. Let's take a little break to thank all the lovely people making this show
that's a great
possible.
Idea.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea. Let's do
Specifically, we want to thank so many of you who go above and beyond to actually financially support the show. We want to shout out our mythical tier supporters, Ryan, Cornet Highlander, Tyler Low 15, Case, Duke Norton, Nicholas Taylor, SEH Art Gold, Nathan Shorter, Louis Gervais, Jen Renegade, Chief Keith, Ball Guy, Father Dagda, Slowbroke Fan 24, Steven 3338, Scudio, and the Pokey Kid 01. We want to shout out our Arceus tier supporter, Red, and we want to give I believe the rumored gimmick for Gen 10 is called Majin, or codename Majin. So a Majin size shout out to our Game Freak Inc. level members, Bramtastic, Young Smokey, and Young Smokey. Said his name twice because he's on both Patreon and YouTube. Thank you all so much.
You guys make this show possible every single week. Multiple episodes. We want to start doing some more live streams, get back into the hang of things after the holidays. You guys make this show possible. We are completely independent, and we do it for the love of the game, for the love of Pokemon, and now we do it for the love of the community, because this show has actually grown, and it's not possible without your support. We appreciate everyone watching. We appreciate everyone subscribing, sharing the episode, commenting. But to really make this show possible, we need funding. There's links in the description. $5, that's all you need. And you get access to an entire bonus episode every single week of this podcast, which we usually go off topic. It's not just the trending stuff. Right now, we're doing a retrospective of every single Pokemon game leading up to, or every single mainline Pokemon game leading up to Generation 10. And that's been so much fun to do. And I think we're up to episode 6 by the time you're watching this, and maybe 5. And you also, at the lowest tier, get access to the secret Discord. There is merchandise discounts at that lowest tier. In the Discord, we do movie nights. We do all sorts of contests. We'll often orchestrate battle competitions, and there's just so much. Go check it out. Link in the description. See if it's right for you. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you to everyone who makes Hidden Power possible. Gen 10, 2026. It's a big year.
Let's do it, baby. That's amazing.
Let's get back to the episode.
Anyway, it's a cool bird.
Can I actually lead with a kind of a tangent and a what would you call it?
Please.
This is like an honorable. This is an honorable mention. This is an honorable mention, and then Soul's up next.
Yeah.
This is okay. the type of flower or fauna that keeps popping up, it is a flower, is the Rafflesia arnoldi. It's the first time I've ever said that in my life, but you will know what it is if you look at your screen right now.
Yeah.
It is this giant, disgusting, it's supposed to smell horrible flower, and this is what Vileplume was based on. So Vileplume
you brought this up.
is going to be in this region, or we're going to see some sort of regional form of it, where it maybe still looks like Vileplume, but they could do something where, I don't know. I'm thinking right now, maybe it's a ground type. Maybe it is ground and poison, and it literally just sits in the ground, and it's slower, more disgusting and stinky. And you know what? Actually, you know what I would want to say? I was going to say another split evolution of Gloom, where the evolution looks more like Eevee. Gloom. Yeah.
That would be fun though.
Because you have Gloom healing itself, becoming Bellossom. Vileplume is like a more natural evolution with the Leaf Stone. Actually, I say natural, but it's a Leaf Stone evolution. So what if there's another form of evolution with a different stone where it becomes, I don't know, just I guess this is something that keeps popping up in whenever I look up fauna in Indonesia, this I wonder if it has like a regular name. Let's see.
It's like a death plant. It smells like death or something. Corpse flower. That's it.
Corpse flower. Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of cool.
No, absolutely.
Do you know why it's called a corpse flower too?
Because it smells like corpses.
Smells like
and that's
it's so nasty, dude.
Disturbing on so many levels.
I was looking at this as well, and there are multiple plants that do this in the jungles there, where they smell like a dead animal, so that they can attract like these bugs to go into it. Because that's like flies, they fly all over dead animals and stuff. Wild.
That's cool.
It's another thing just on this whole tangent is, I made this list of new Pokemon, right? But there's so many Pokemon that could be just regional forms.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Or evolutions.
Yeah. So evolutions works for what our purpose is today. So like this could be an evolution of Gloom, right? That makes sense. I mean, to me, it is Vileplume already in a way, but a regional form might work a little better here, and personally. But there's so many Alola Pokemon that are like from this. I don't know if you saw like when in looking and researching, but like, we got Oranguru, we got Lurantis.
And I think a lot of those will just be Pokemon that return in the decks to help fill it out.
Specifically Vileplume feels that way personally.
So they don't need to do anything to it, but it's also like, this is so iconic. We're going to that region. This is where they are. It'd be nice to see. And I gotta say right now,
always make a new one too. Like it kind of has these things that look like teeth in them. And they could always go into that approach and just make a brand new line altogether. You know what I mean? We've got multiple crabs. We've got, multiple. I'm sure there's multiple variations of even the same plant.
Yeah.
That's one of them actually. So there's Komo-o as a Komodo dragon. There's also Crabominable is being a coconut crab. Like they're all over here. Coconut crabs are like from here. It's like okay, you did everything in Alola here. I am very curious to see how many of those Pokemon get regional forms, because it's just like 2 + 2 = 4 here. We could do a whole regional form video, to be honest, because there's so many. Yeah.
I just want to point this out. I think this is really cool. Now that I've never seen this, but I'm looking at this picture of the corpse flower, and it's what I'm assuming is the like almost like the younger versions, or like the bud form of this flower before it blooms. And they are these like brown spheres, and I've never noticed it before, but that is what Gloom has on its head. Gloom is this little thing with and it's a cluster of these little buds, and I've never made that connection.
Gloom itself is very spherical too,
Yeah.
I think they're
crazy.
Yes, no, it is. But I think the biggest thing here, it's definitely those buds up top, because like what I'm imagining with Vileplume, even Oddish is like it's spherical, and Drake and Josh reference, and Oddish is spherical, and it evolves. It's just like a weird walking plant. Like I feel like it's an old timey cartoon. Even when it becomes Vileplume, the body of Vileplume doesn't feel, how do you say, it doesn't feel actually like connected or important or like integrated into the actual corpse flower design. So I know this is a tangent, but I guess I'm just imagining. I like that you guys said teeth. I could see a Gloom evolving separately to still kind of resemble this, but maybe it's more of a carnivorous flower. And actually, maybe I could see it. That's like just kind of a cool parallel with it in Victory Bell, and those were like, version exclusives in Gen 1. So, all right, we're off topic, but I'm loving this conversation.
That was good. I also do think it's worth noting, for one, just thought this was neat. Gloom's hidden ability is Stench, which, is totally coming from that.
Cool, man. That's fun.
But also, we pointed this out a while back. I guess it was in our, Johto Secret Power retrospective. Subscribe to Secret Power. But I become a member or patron.
Links are in the description. $5, and you can get access to an extra podcast every single week.
He goes off.
Yeah. But so Karen, the Johto Elite Four member, who's a dark type, she actually in Johto uses a Vileplume.
Dude, this is good.
So
the connection.
No, yeah, it could become grass dark, or maybe
dark poison.
Dude, yeah, you give Gloom a Dusk Stone and it evolves into a dark poison type. That's sick. It writes itself. I love it. All right,
even just a regional form, like regional Gloom.
Yeah,
and here it evolves into regional evolution.
And that might be cleaner also, just because if this is already so similar to Vileplume, just make it a regional form. So it's and it can only have this. Dude, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I love that. Love it.
In the same vein, I guess I was thinking. So pangolin comes up a whole lot when you search animals in Indonesia and all that, and I really love pangolins. And then you have Sandslash, and Sandslash is essentially one of those. It really is. So I was thinking to give it a proper evolution, because it's a 2-stage. Yeah. So I was just thinking,
I wasn't even thinking about giving Pokemon evolutions.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just love this thing so much, and it is very Sandslash coded, but I don't know, give it a longer tail and just bigger, just a bigger, more monstrous Sandslash, with like maybe a long tongue coming out and stuff. I'm a long tongue.
No, I like that. No, I like that. I like that.
But yeah, he's coded that way. I just was thinking about it, and I'm like, I kind of want this really bad. I don't make his ears like not ears anymore, and just more pangolin.
Oh, I like the.
So it's funny that you said like make Sandslash bigger. There's actually this one of the things that I found was there's this thing called the VEO, I guess VEO in Indonesia, and it is a cryptid that is said to be a pangolin the size of a horse.
Oh, there you go. It could be like a horse,
bro. That is scary.
No, that's cool though. So this is a perfect like evolution thing, right? Because Sandslash is already basically a pangolin, but yeah, make it something like this.
Oh, that's cool, literally,
dude. I'm down. Yeah,
dude, I love this so much. That it's funny because like the tongue does actually a lot. The whole thing with an evolution is like it can't just be like this the same but bigger. So I like the idea of like you obviously would change Sandslash's face. The tongue is weird. Some people probably wouldn't like it, but it does add a lot. It would add like a whole new element, and maybe it's like it doesn't need to be like a human tongue. It could be like maybe it spits sand or something.
Yeah, I would see it as like a really thin tongue thing.
Yeah,
but I like what Lumi's bringing in here with like the horse vibes. Like maybe it would look more like a horse kind of like the third. Fourth picture down, that one, something more like this, akin to this.
It looks like it's got the body shape of like not the shape, but like it stands like a T-Rex, where it stands on its hind legs, but it's so big that it's like hunched over, and it's got these spines, all like just massive quills all over its back. This is really cool because like Sandslash is awesome, but he's just like this little guy. So the idea of making it bigger to yeah, man, that's honestly
it can
really
evolve
cool.
further, right?
Oh,
like you could see it.
Can.
There's a really good design by Ondu region that I've used before.
Stat-wise, it needs it too, I think.
Look at that one. That
I've never
cool.
seen this before.
The one right next to it, though, the one
this
like
one?
that's
you like this? That's cool.
I was thinking that kind of vibe originally, but I like the horse thing that
no, this is cool. This is like way different, but I'm
way
into
different.
It. Ground steel type, and it becomes more. I guess like the it almost looks softer. Like it really is doing a different thing with its evolution. I'm so mega evolution pilled right now that I keep wanting to say like, oh, but it needs to incorporate design elements of like Sandshrew, but it does not, because it's not. This is an evolution, not a mega.
Evolutions are just new Pokemon. So
this is really cool. I like this a lot. It's got the green eye. This is really cool. There's
it could go.
It's a new evolution.
It could maybe go poison, because like Sandslash actually gets a lot of poison moves, and I feel like it's always in the anime at least depicted using like poison sting. It'll like roll up and shoot off quills. You know?
Are you saying ground poison? Because that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean the only ones that we have are Clodsire and the Nidos.
I love that.
In Gen 1, like, you know, it wasn't, but it kind of like, I feel like Poison Sting was kind of one of its like signature.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
I feel that.
Like for example, at least back in Gen 7, Poison Sting was a base move that it had. So like if you had a level 1 Sandslash, it would know Poison Sting. Like it was a move that it didn't even learn by level up. It just literally had Poison Sting inherently, which is a big deal,
sounds like a signature. I'm into it. Well, this is cool, dude. I like this. The VO Cryptid.
That's cool. My list is very long.
That wasn't even on my list. I just remembered.
Just pull out anything.
This is really good.
He was talking about a pangolin. I was like, oh, there was a pangolin that was a like the size of a horse. It didn't actually exist. It's a big but
Cryptid.
This is really cool. I can do another one. Where is this? Right here. I'm trying to like open stuff up so I can like pull it onto screen when I need it. This is the Wayang Kulit, and on
Bulbapedia.
On Wikipedia, it says it's a traditional form of shadow puppetry, founded in the cultures of Java and Bali in Indonesia.
Yes,
and so I just like this. This is just one picture of it, but this reminded me of one of the Generation 2 beta Pokemon. I think it was the beta Pokemon of Celebi.
Okay.
Soul could probably correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's like this original version of, I guess it was supposed to be Celebi, where it's this like shadowy figure, and I think it took inspiration from, what would you call it, like Mesoamerican? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Just like
Central...
native. I guess South America. Native American. But it's like this shadowy. It's like this creature that appears 2D, almost like Mr. Game & Watch, and it transformed into. Eventually, it became Celebi. But I do think there's something to be said about like a design like this, and it also kind of reminds me of like we got Mousehold and Tandem Mouse, and those are very simple designs that kind of call back to like early cartoons with just like how simple they are, and it seems out of place among a dex of like other Pokemon. But like, I think we could see something like this where there's like like 2D shadows, or maybe there's, this could also be a Pokemon that like is just a 3D creature that casts shadows. Like it could be something where it's like, I'm imagining like a spooky marionette type of Pokemon. Ooh. Where it is creating these shadows that help it, or it uses shadows to I guess like create magic. Like the shadows that it casts are the spells that it casts. So we could see something like that as well. But I don't know. I really like the idea. The more I think about it, of the idea of a Pokemon that is like forever 2D. I think that is kind of niche, and one of those could exist, and it could be kind of interesting. I'm imagining it like I think the character's name is Lucy on this like stupid cartoon. It's like by the creators of like The Simpsons. Hold on.
I don't know.
Lucy from Netflix. Charlie Brown.
No, it's not gonna
Lucy.
show up.
Oh no, was it that Disenchantment?
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah.
And it's like I think it's Eric Andre playing the devil, and he's like literally in this it's a 2D show, but it's a 3D world, and he's just like a 2D creature. And I've always thought that was like that could be kind of awesome. You know?
It'd be cool to like if it was the marionette type thing you said, like where it's someone puppeteering. If they like made it like the natural enemy of Bayonet or something, because that's the marionette Pokemon.
Yeah, that's fun, dude. No,
I like it when they take like new Pokemon and they're like, oh, it's actually a like predator or an enemy of this Pokemon. I love that kind of stuff.
That's super fun. Yeah. So that was one of my picks. It's called the Dalang. Let me see. No, it's not. It's called the
the names, bro. The names.
Yeah.
Oh
well, if you wanted, the shadow artist is called the Dalang.
Oh. Okay.
So the artist is the Dalang, and the Wayang Kulit is the like.
Yeah, look at
the
that
art. You know,
cool, man.
I really like the idea of it being the artist Pokemon because So I had brought this up in a previous video too. This same inspiration, and I think you guys pointed out that it was very Marshadow coded. And I'm like, yeah, that's just another freaking Pokemon that they took from this.
I remember that conversation. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Marshadow does kind of fit with that, where it's like half of its body is always kind of like in the ground. It's like it's a flat. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the idea that it would be the person that casts the shadows. I guess not person, but Pokemon that casts the shadows. That would be a really cool idea because it would be the same concept, but in a different way. I love it.
Let's see.
Could we see Marshadow's random appearance in ZA as a hint to this?
Oh, I could definitely see.
Maybe. It's definitely going to be in this game.
Oh yeah, there's Petrorot.
Actually, I say definitely, but you just don't know.
Yeah.
There's not
sometimes they don't put them in there on purpose because they're from a different region that's too similar.
I looked at Puppet Pokemon, and I'm seeing a lot of like bug types because they have multiple arms, and that's actually like a really fun idea. Here's one depicting
that's crazy.
Yeah, depicting a what is it called, a Spidops. It like a spider, a bug dark or bug ghost type. Spider would have 8 legs to control the different the different shadows or whatever.
That's really cool.
I can totally see it. Yeah. I guess it'd be like Mary.
There's Petrorot too, with like its whole thing is like its ability as poison puppeteer.
Whose is
Petrorot?
Oh, that's why it was
a similar
up.
concept. Yeah, because he's controlling people. But
I do like the idea of of continuing Bayonet, but not Bayonet. But it does have a Mega, so dude, I don't know, man.
Regional form, and you can do it, know?
Sure. Yeah, it's true. Regional form. Yeah, that's a good point.
Crazy.
So, dude, I don't know. I'm hoping they just like break the canon and they go, Megas can evolve.
I don't think they will this game.
Pokemon with Megas can evolve.
Just because they keep hammering it home in ZA. So I think there's definitely a chance they do someday. I just don't think they do in Gen 10.
Yeah. I think if they're going to do it, it would be now because they've revisited the Mega lore. It's on their mind. They're probably establishing what can and can't happen. And I could see them being like, all right, you think you know it? Well, guess what? It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I feel like they would have left it more
conversation
open in
ZA,
for a different
day.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. No, I see that.
So
yeah, who's next? Lumi?
Well, since we're on the whole thing of like kind of cryptids, folklore and all, one thing I have on here is I guess you would pronounce it Kawuk. It's Kawuk.
Say it again.
Kawuk. Cryptid is what I would type.
You do have a lot of cryptids, man.
It's this weird little like dinosaur-like thing.
See, this is just a Komodo dragon.
But yeah, definitely. It's bipedal, and it's supposed to have like shorter arms. So like in terms of description, it's almost like a tiny T-Rex, And cool. What's interesting about this too is that from what I could find, there's actually not like any fossils found on Indonesia. They're certain that there were once like small dinosaurs and pterosaurs in that area, but they don't find fossils there.
Let's see.
Probably just because they're like islands, and you'd mainly find them on like mainland areas like Malaysia and Thailand.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because I mean, I don't really know. Do they?
Like
islands are formed? Yeah, and like islands are formed by like volcanoes or whatever. So things would just be like covered.
Yeah, when I say fossils, I mean specifically of dinosaurs. They do find like a lot of
yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Kawuk, I feel like they definitely are doing a Komodo dragon, or they're going to do something with the Komodo dragon, even if it's as small as like giving Komodo a gimmick form. But maybe the Kawuk is a way to kind of bring in the Komodo dragon pack and do something a little differently with it. But I don't know.
That's cool. I gotta be honest, this one's kind of weak because it really just, to me, it looks like a Komodo dragon.
It just called mount.
I mean, it is.
It is. Like, I think you saw
there's
this.
Not much to it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
the actual monster.
But it makes sense that you would see this cryptid and be like, "That's a Pokemon."
Yeah,
because you like animals.
It was.
But I'm looking at this and I'm like, "It's just a Komodo." Someone saw a Komodo dragon 1,000 years ago and said, "That's a demon."
I would say it's less
it
of. I would say it's less of like, it's just a Komodo dragon, and more of it is an approach of, you were talking about how can we do these animals differently and not just copy and paste. And that's what I'm thinking is this could be the approach to a Komodo dragon.
I like that. No, that's good.
I only have to push back and say, isn't this kind of what Komodo is, though? He's like standing up the same kind of way.
See, this is more like hunch, though. It's more like Arctibax, you know, in terms of.
Sure.
You can do whatever you want. Like, imagine like a hunched over, like crazy dragon thing. Like, they can make Pokemon off the same things. It's not like because there's one, there can't be another.
Maybe it's a Komodo regional form too, you know?
Yeah.
See, this is good though. This is Javanese Pike 1.
That's insane.
I guess it's some sort of like artisanal depiction of this.
It's a
of
top
this
of
cryptid
a spear kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an adornment of a weapon, but they're like embellishing or they're taking creative design. They're adding designs to the cryptid so it doesn't just look like a Komodo dragon. So it's got these like fins. It's got these like aquatic fins, which is kind of cool, and they're red, and the tail is much longer. Like now, all of a sudden, I'm bought in.
I think Lumi picked this because he likes Cyclozar, and it's like,
I agree.
Oh my gosh,
Cyclozar.
it wasn't intentional, but you might
pick another one. Pick another one.
I've got another one.
I'm not accepting that one. You have to go again.
I've got another one. So this one, I'll go back to an animal real quick. I've mentioned this on here. I think I mentioned this on a live before, but the tree kangaroo. I feel like you gotta see this. I love this little guy so much.
That's a good one.
He is.
He's a little teddy bear. That's great.
And I know some of you will hear kangaroo and be like, "Oh, but that's from Australia. I thought y'all were focusing on Indonesia, but it's actually found in Indonesia as well. Certain parts, we kind of learned about with Vloxen, the Wallace line, and it's on the Australia side of that line, but it is found on some of the Indonesian islands.
Lumi, could you explain the Wallace line for anyone who maybe didn't watch that episode? Because that was mind-blowing to me.
Yeah. So there's this imaginary line, really, that runs pretty much in the middle of Indonesia, just about in the middle of that sea. And the idea is that there are some animals on the east side of the line and some animals on the west side of the line, but they never cross over. And the reason that they never cross over is like they physically can. There's no barrier stopping them. But the reason they don't is because ultimately an animal on, so let's say the tree kangaroo, for example, that would be on the eastern side, so where you're seeing New Guinea and all this, it can't cross over and thrive because there is some animal that is ultimately fulfilling the ecological niche of the tree kangaroo on the west side of the Wallace line. And then likewise, there's animals on the west side of the Wallace line, like the orangutan or the rhino, that don't cross over to the east side because something is filling its ecological niche over there.
And what was so cool to theorize with this, like this is what broke my brain. I really feel like this could be one of the defining characteristics of this Pokemon map, like of the Generation 10 map. We had theorized ahead of realizing this that like there are these, there's a bunch of different islands. There's also a bunch of different countries. So because there's all of these different ecological, environments. Something that we could see is that this Pokemon map actually contains in canon multiple regions, and that would just be kind of a fun thing to do to illustrate that there's like all these different, places in the world, right? Yeah. But the idea of this Wallace line, I think this could be so cool because Game Freak would want to basically highlight this and showcase multiple different regional forms of even new Pokemon in the same game. So like we got no new regional forms. Basically, we got 2 new regional forms in all of Generation 9. They basically went absent, and it would be so cool if in Gen 10 they're like, guess what? Here's a brand new Pokemon, but also here's its regional form that can only be found where, like, on this side of the Wallace line, on the east side of this map. That just sounds so much fun and also very easy. That's like an easy thing to get excited about.
Evolution,
it's not like a
too,
complicated
right?
gimmick.
Like,
say it again.
Evolution too, right? Like not just regional forms, but like what if
yes.
your regional bird evolves into that Cendrawasih on this side of the line, but over on that side of the line, it's going to evolve into, I don't know, there's this type of eagle that lives over there, you know?
And you want to get really wild? We even theorized about the idea of like, you pick a starter Pokemon and it'll evolve differently depending on where you spend most of your time.
Ooh,
like into its final stage.
Yeah.
I would even say that one legendary can be on one side and be more like Australian focused, and the other legendary can be on the other side and be more like mainland Asian focused.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. And I hope they do something with it.
Because there's so many different cultures here, right?
Yes.
So
cultures
many.
and environments regional land masses. And this is just that it gets me really, really excited.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the tree kangaroo.
You want to hit us with a new one?
Yeah, tree kangaroo is adorable. Needs to
this should just be a Pokemon. It's that simple.
It really should. It's better than a kangaroo, man. I'm just saying.
I kind of like it better than a kangaroo too, because it's like a sloth. It's like a sloth-roo.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the usually like kangaroos are this solid color, right? And it's cool to see it kind of has a painted look to it.
Mm-hmm. It's a good little animal Pokemon thing.
It's so cute, dude. It's so cute.
Yeah.
I want it to be fire type. And it should be like smolder. It should be like a fire type that's like so sleepy and cute and adorable. So it doesn't have like, most fire types are like energetic. This one will be like, it'll be like smoldering. It'll constantly just be like smoking a little bit. Kind of like a Torkoal. That's what I want.
I was thinking kind of similar to like how Cyndaquil's depicted in the anime. Cyndaquil, where it's like, it's always usually sleepy, but then he'll go into battle and he'll like light up the flames on his back or whatever. Be some kind of equivalent with it.
This would be a good starter Pokemon. Because I know a lot of people, like you said, are like, no, this game shouldn't take any inspiration from Australia. But I'm like, it would be cool if there's multiple inspiration points, considering there's like,
that's what they do.
This map, this map covers
what they do.
So many different cultures and environments and countries. So like, if there's just a little bit of Australia, which is we've seen images of scrapped content and or of like early builds, and it does include it includes an area that looks like Australia. So
and with the starters too, it usually at least some of the starters end up that way. How many chameleons that live in England? How many monkeys? How many crocodiles are in Spain? And how many samba dancers? Samba, that's like actually from South America. They usually with the starters especially go region adjacent instead of just going hard with like it's from this
region. In modern games especially. Like they have been giving us all kinds of wacky starters that don't feel like they belong in the region anyway. Yeah. And it's true of even the Pokemon, like not even just starters. Like you can get Pokemon from different places.
How many pandas and lions you've seen in France recently?
Exactly. Well, that's what I was saying about Alola. Like all the Alolan Pokemon, not all of them, but a good chunk of them come from this area of the world, actually.
Even the starters, we have a tiger. That's like, that's from here.
Mm-hmm. Because I think more about this place than Hawaii. You know what I mean? Like the developers know more about this place in the world than Hawaii. So,
and because this is a tree kangaroo, like they could also make it evolve into an actual kangaroo. And now it's like, also still based in Indonesia.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Yeah, I'll just throw a few snakes at you because that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, snakes. No, that's
I bet we have one that we're sharing. Hit me.
Probably, but we'll see. The main one that I kind of want, I don't know, I want all of them, but the main one I'm thinking of is just a sea snake. Like we don't have a proper sea snake yet but there's a specific one. I don't remember the name of it, but there's a sea snake in Indonesia that is like, yeah, I think so. Crate is what it's called. But
oh yeah, dude, this thing is kind of iconic. I feel like I've seen this. Yeah.
Right. And they could pull like from anywhere. These things horrify me, by the way, because it's like,
oh yeah,
you get bit, you're done.
Did you see
a snake is scary because it slithers and it's unpredictable and it's weird, but it's on the ground and you can like get above the ground.
Right.
A sea snake,
take
if you're
the
in the water, it's like everything can move in 3 dimensions.
Yeah, and you can't see underneath you either. This thing just
the water.
Little bite, and
we are not meant to be in the water. I hate the water.
A little fun fact about me, it's kind of relevant to Indonesia because the first season of it was there. But on the last season of Survivor, a guy got bit by
I love all the Survivor references, dude.
And he had to be removed from the game because, that's not good.
Glad he survived, hopefully.
He survived because it was actually a dry bite, which is so lucky.
So, what would this Pokemon be? This is the sea crate. It's got to be water type.
It's simple that it would be water and poison and just be like a sea snake because we don't have a proper sea snake Pokemon.
Dude, honestly,
it's just like it's good Pokemon design, and they could even if it is the sea crate. I guess that one is that. The stripes are iconic and everything, so it's just cool. I'm gonna throw a bunch of snakes out just to get them out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is iconic. I do think this like as a bait, like they could just make this a Pokemon, and it already feels unique enough from every other snake.
It has like a fin tail too, It's like
oh cool. Okay, yeah, so they could stylize a little bit, but I think this is really cool also because you say water poison type, and maybe that sounds a little boring, but like in this open world game, this could be Generation 10's Tentacool, where it's like this is what you're finding, and this is
imagine seeing that all over the water. That'd be so terrifying.
Yeah, this is Gen 10's Wingull.
Oh man,
I love it because you're gonna see a lot of Pokemon in the wild, in the water,
and in the water. That's why I'm thinking about this. Is like there's going to be so much marine life, and like we tend to think fish, but like how cool would it be if there was like a straight up snake in the water, and it could become it could evolve into like a proper sea dragon, like a creature, sea serpent, that's like typical sea monster. That'd be cool.
Dude, I love that. That could be cool. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm saying Tentacool to Tentacool. Yeah, I like yes. I want everything to become a dragon, even sand.
I do. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Other snakes, just to keep the ball rolling, there's a blue pit viper that is like the craziest colors ever. It's so blue and so crazy. I need it as a Pokemon.
Is that what it's called? The blue pit viper?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's just a blue Indonesian pit viper. Maybe it's like only there. But
is that it?
Jesus.
Yeah,
that's crazy. This isn't AI. This is crazy, dude.
No, the one. Yeah, that one's a little more. They're blue or green.
Some of these are definitely AI, but
yeah. They actually made the Zootopia movie. I think is that.
Oh sure,
dude,
it might be.
This is gorgeous, and this is gorgeous. I'm thinking it's blue. I mean, you could make it whatever color you want, but I mean any type you want. But I'm thinking blue sky. I'm thinking flying type.
If you want to throw that into it. I would just say there are like every single type of animal that can fly is in this, and I mean like the gliding. Okay, so like the last time we did something like this, I said like there's a flying frog. We looked it up. Guys flying with like the webbed fingers. There's a flying lizard that's like a dragon thing. There's the flying squirrels here, and there is a flying snake here as well.
Like, I had on my list.
Okay. So we'll end the snake thing with here. There's also cobras that we could go into, but there's literal flying snakes in this region, and it's like,
that's crazy.
There's so much.
Type in Indonesia.
It's like flat. It's like flat, so it like hovers.
Mm-hmm. Type in Indonesia next to it because they have some with like these really crazy colors too. Dude,
that's wild. I love seeing these shots from underneath where it's like just in the air.
Yeah, by the way,
imagine walking through, like, forget about the game for a minute. Imagine being in Indonesia and you're just like, and there's a snake
flying above you.
Dude, this is how I feel when you guys are like, come to North Carolina. I'm like, no. Come to Florida.
Flying snake.
No, I'm not.
We don't have that. We've got gators,
alligators, dude. I'm not interested in that at all. You have lizards in your bushes. That's horrifying.
Soul's got it worse than me. Down there in Florida, you've got the gators, the crocodiles, the caimans. They're all there.
I feel like I've said it once on this show before, but I went and moved to Italy for like over a year of my life, and every time I'm walking around, I'm like looking for an animal to pop out, but animals just don't pop out like in other places, like Florida and Australia or places like that in South America. Like below the equator, there's some crazy animals that just like pop out at you.
We were seeing Druddigons everywhere when we were in
I hope Druddigons in this game.
Yeah, me too.
No, I like this a lot. The flying snake could also just be very flat. I feel like a snake also, it's like there's certain Pokemon where it's like we have them in the game, but we've seen more, I don't know, like they're not, I don't know. If we get I'm imagining this regional dex being very like just not big Pokemon, but kind of just like iconic animals, right? And snake is it's an animal that you could, I don't know, like what if there's we got 3 different dogs in Paldea. What if we got 3 different snakes in Gen 10 and they all serve a different niche? And so no matter where you are in the region, if this game's about exploration and there's ride Pokemon and you can explore the sky, literally like soaring, you can explore underwater, you can explore, every other location. Like it would make sense if there was it would be kind of, I guess not make sense, but like, I guess it'd be kind of cool if there's even when you're in the sky, there's snakes. Even when you're underwater, there's the sea crate, there's snakes. And even on, mainland, then there's snakes as well. So it's like no matter where you go, there's snakes. That's crazy.
I have 2 thoughts.
It's scary.
For one, I'm wondering if we could somehow merge this, Dusty, with your idea of the shadow puppetry. Because it is flat, so it is like a 2D thing in a 3D game. But then also too, if we're gonna go the route where we've got many snakes, I do think like Arbok's do an evolution or something. Absolutely,
Sure.
I'd be upset if we got 3 new snakes and then Arbok is just left out.
That's another big point because the king cobra is like a huge thing here too. Like the dancing king cobra in this region, it's totally here. They also have spitting cobras here. Like they have tons of snakes that can kill you. So
you know what? Okay, no, that's actually okay. I got an idea. Arbok is so cool because let me see if I can get a picture here. Arbok is like one of the first Pokemon to actually have different regional forms, not mechanically, technically in the way that we know regional forms now. Let me just see if I can get a picture here. Arbok forms. Here's maybe a good depiction. But basically in Generation 1, it had a look, and then in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, it had another look. It also looked different in Gold and Silver. It also looked different in Diamond and Pearl. Actually, the Diamond and Pearl one actually looked, I think Diamond and Pearl and Black and White ended up looking like the base form from Red, Blue, Yellow. But basically Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold and Silver, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, every single region that I was in, it would look different. The pattern on its
original
chest,
regional form.
the pattern on its hood. Say it again.
It's the original regional form.
Yes, the original regional form. So what we could see, and I don't think we've actually seen this in Gen 6. I don't think in the 3D era we've seen this, but it would be kind of cool if all Arbok in Gen 10, maybe it's like a form change, but it's still the same Pokemon, like how we got like a white form Basculin in Hisui that would, and now only the white, what is it called? The white pattern, the white fin.
Yeah.
Basculin would evolve.
White stripe,
we could see something different where there's like I don't know. We could see a Cobra, whatever. Gen 10, C form, Cobra pattern or Arbok pattern. And then that's the one that now will always evolve into a new Arbok evolution. That'd be sick.
I'll take your idea and I'll raise it that you've got base form Arbok, but depending on which island you evolve it, its evolution will have a different pattern.
Damn.
Oh, that's good. But that's
good, Lumi. That's good.
Oricorio-bach.
Well, I'm thinking like with Oricorio.
Yeah, but you can change Oricorio's form, and you can't do that with this one because it's an evolution.
And also, too, Oricorio is like it has a different type. It's I think it has its signature move does something different now. But with Arbok, I imagine it probably would stay the same type, but just you'd literally be able to get a different pattern of it. And they always have Pokemon, a different Collectamolmon. Like Squawk, so it will basically the Arbok evolution will be the Squawkabilly of the region.
But I'd like that because it's like an Arbok evolution. It is now also a third stage, so it's actually going to be powerful. Mm-hmm. That's so much fun, Lumi.
There's actual appeal to collecting all of this Collectamolmon, And you could do like Squawkabilly. There's 4 forms. 2 of them have like a certain set of abilities, and the other 2 have a different set of abilities. You could kind of incorporate that by having maybe you bring in that Wallace line, and the Arbok forms on this side of the Wallace line have these abilities and this typing, and the Arbok form on this side of the Wallace line has a different set of abilities, maybe a different typing.
Oh, this is honestly so cool. This would make me love Arbok. And Arbok is again so iconic for a Gen 1 Pokemon, but it's like make it a little stronger. Mm-hmm. We didn't get the Mega. It has a chance to evolve. That's sick, honestly.
Oh, there's a secret, like, regional form of it down
I saw it down there.
That someone made?
It's like, it's right there.
Oh, yeah, right here?
Yeah.
Right next to it.
Let me see. Oh, right here.
And the one next to it, yeah.
For the Galarian form.
It's got a monocle.
They give it a monocle and a bow tie.
Tuxedo. That's awesome.
That's funny. That's pretty sick.
I wonder, too, if they were teasing something for Arbok. Because, like, y'all remember when they revealed Corbeau, they had him using an Arbok, and he has that Mega Pin, so everyone was thinking, oh my gosh, they're going to do Mega Arbok. But then, of course, Corbeau's Mega Evolution ended up actually being Scolipede.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, I'm going to go a step further. So, okay, Arbok already has, like, the flat hood, so it actually would be the perfect Pokemon to either evolve into a sea, like a sea snake evolution, or a flying snake evolution, because it already has wings. It could already be like fly like a kite or something. I'm seeing this kite form. I'm imagining something a little bit more serious.
Click on this. Yeah. This looks like it for sure.
Yeah, that reminds me of like the Demobats from Stranger Things.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, dude, that's a spoiler. I've never seen that.
Yeah, Dusty
I'm watching Stranger Things right now.
I guess you haven't seen that.
Season 2 or episode 2 or 3 of season 4. Bro, come on, man. I missed Dustin's reveal of him nicknaming the Demobat. Damn.
I don't think they actually ever name it, honestly. They never that's a fan name. I don't think they ever name it.
So, okay, I just want to finish up this thought, but also like Arbok is plain poison type. It is literally, it would be so easy for them to also emphasize this Wallace line by saying Pokemon here. Dude, maybe this is it. Maybe this is how they actually sell regional forms.
Just 2, 1.
Yeah. Maybe they say Pokemon in this region, or what? Dude, what if Tauros is the hint? Right? What if Tauros is a hint in retrospect, where it's like they introduce the concept of the Wallace line by saying all Pokemon, or some Pokemon in this region, can evolve differently, or can have 2 regional forms. So it's like the regional evolutions is the gimmick. It's not regional forms, but it's like Arbok will have a regional form in this region, but it'll be flying type in the west. It'll be water type in the east, and then you have poison flying or you have poison water. That's kind of sick. Just the idea in general of like a bunch of Pokemon getting regional evolutions, not just forms, but like regional evolutions.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No,
I'm obsessed.
There's no way they don't.
It's a good idea.
Way they don't touch on something like that, right? Sure.
I hope.
Sure.
I feel like it doesn't pump you guys up. I think that's what we're going to see. I think we're going to see it. I think we're really going to see the Wallace line be the emphasis.
We don't want to be hurt. That's all.
Because it's such a good idea.
We're ready, but we're just like, let it be officially announced, and then we could be
let it happen, please.
I think it has to. It's such a defining feature of the area.
It's got to be at least. I think it'll be referenced. It's just a question of how big of a reference do they go? Is it going to be more subtle?
I'm going all in on that. It's got to happen.
Okay.
With you. Who's next? Am I next?
I think you're next.
Let's see. The Arbok thing was good. Let me just do a little.
There's just my entire list is just snakes. That's all.
Snakes. They've got a lot there.
All right. There was also something else. This is a little one. I don't really have this totally fleshed out, but this is just a little one. There is this Javanese asymmetrical dagger called the Kris.
Ooh, yeah.
And I think it's supposed to be like some sort of like spiritual, or not spiritual, but like it is something. I think it's like for certain rituals. Let me check my notes.
It says it's used. It's a mutually connected whole of ritual prescriptions and acts, ceremonies, storied backgrounds, and epic poetries, as in Central Java.
Believed to hold ancestral or spiritual energy. So this is just an object. It's kind of like a dagger. I saw this and I thought, like, this could be, again, anything could be a regional form, but this could be along the lines of like a Hone Edge. You know, Hone Edge has been out now. We've already seen the remake of Kalos, so it's old enough where we could get another sword Pokemon. Steel Psychic, Steel Ghost, doesn't matter. But I just thought it was a really cool. It's a dagger. It's a lot different than a sword, you know, which has this like noble intention.
No, I dig
but I wanted to bring that up just because I thought it looked cool. But then there's also, let me see my notes right here. There's also, okay, let's talk about some. I don't know if this would be a god necessarily, but we've got, where is it? We've got Barang, which is a panther-like creature in character in the Balinese culture. He is the king of the spirits, leader of the hosts of good, an enemy of Rangda, the demon queen and mother of all spirit guardians, in the mythological tradition of Bali. The battle between Barang and Rangda is featured in the Barang dance to represent the eternal battle between good and evil. And then we've got Rangda right here, and just kind of depicted through Nightmare. This is so cool. So they're like, these feel like legendary Pokemon, but also I think they could also be boiled down to just like two feuding Pokemon in the region.
Yeah, even like sub legends too, if they're not the box legends, you know.
Yeah.
The child-eating Rangda.
So she's the bad one, right?
Leads
she's the
an army of evil
one,
witches against the leader of the forces of good.
Yeah, that's great. But first, I got to tell you guys about our classic, our best-selling merch collection, Hidden Legacy. This is a beautiful design by our in-house guy, Noivi, a.k.a. Anthony. This man is a legend, but he whipped up this gorgeous design for us. It comes in a variety of colors, and on the back of the shirt, this design encapsulates all sorts of inside jokes, and I guess not even jokes. They're not jokes, but they're just they're things that are, I guess, what's the word? An ode to, right? In legacy to, or in respect of. Come on, guys, help me out.
They're all I'm drowning things over that here. Are important to us. I mean, just look at it. Look at it. You've got mons that we hold dear, right? You've got Soul's Ultra Necrozma. You have my Dragonite. You have Dusty's Cherubi even on there.
We need a solo Cherubi shirt. I gotta talk to Noivi about that. Honestly, I kind of forgot about this, but you got the Pokemon Snap camera up top. That's a classic Hidden Power moment right there. And at this point in time, both Soul and I have played a little bit of Pokemon Snap. So this is kind of a retro design at this point. Being a thing. But anyways, this, like I said, this last summer, we had this created to really just kind of like capture not only the legacy of the show, but also just a lot of the designs, but also the colors that we chose were really in service to or meant to remind. They're in the spirit of the summer, right? To me, it reminded me of when we designed this. I was in Maine. I was on the coast, right? I'm living it up. Summer nights, you know, I'm living it up with the sea breeze in the air, right? Sand in my toes, right? What's that old song? Sand in my bum's in the water, in the sand, toes in the sand,
toes in the water, bum in the sand.
Oh yeah. You don't know. Well, who sings that?
Is that
Jimmy Buffett?
It sounds like a Jimmy Buffett song.
I don't think that's Jimmy Buffett. No.
No, who is it? Anyways, whatever. It was a gorgeous summer. Yes, the Zach Brown band. And this, listen, summer's upon us, and I'm so excited to get back into the vibes of the summer. I'm really excited here on the East Coast to enjoy the summer, and I hope you are too. If you guys want to support the show, if you want something more tangible than just a Patreon membership, if you want something more tangible than just like some extra episodes every single month, you can go to shop.hiddenpowerpodcast.com. Links are in the description to go to this website, and you can get yourself some new Hidden Legacy merch. We have the shirts. It also comes in a sweatshirt. We should make a ball cap. I don't think we've made a ball cap of this design yet, but we also have a stainless steel bottles available. And yeah, I just love this whole collection so much. There is, of course, so many other designs on the store, so feel free to browse around and get something for yourself, get something for your spouse, or I guess you could say significant other if you're younger than 30. And thank you guys so much. And let's get back to the show.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Yeah. They could also be, I don't think this would actually be it. I was going to say like a branched evolution, but I don't think that's necessarily what these two would be. But it also feels kind of right because of like them being gendered. Like that is something that we've seen with like Ralts, for example, evolving differently, or even Snowrunt evolving into like Glalie or Frostlass. So we could see something there. But yeah, these definitely just, I don't know. The rivalry just felt too good to pass up. I could see this being legendary Pokemon in some capacity.
Yeah. I wonder if you could somehow, if maybe there's some kind of connection between one of them with winds or something, So
I also was thinking that, because of the legendary Pokemon being rumored to be like the box legendary Pokemon being rumored to be very paternal or maternal.
And
I could also see
difference there. Yeah,
I could see these kind of taking, and I think the male one that is for good would be, let me see. It kind of looks like, they say it looks like a bear or a panther. So, and like this doesn't look like a bear or panther. It looks like a monkey. It looks like it has the body.
It's got like a lion thing going on, I think.
A bull is what I was thinking about. But you take all these animals, you push them together, you make a legendary creature that is maybe of the wind, of the waves. And then you've got Rangda, which is already more ethereal, and it does look like maybe Frostlass or something. But this felt, the female one felt more winds adjacent. Actually, does that align, or is the winds legendary supposed to be?
I think the waves is the maternal one, and the winds is paternal.
Okay.
But that's very Pokemon, right? To maybe, unless it's like offensive to the culture to like gender swap them,
Yeah.
They'll never directly, like they'll be kind of loosely based off of them because this is religious stuff. So a lot of times they do it, but it's like Groudon and Kyogre kind of thing.
I like the idea of these, or I thought it was interesting that there's just this inherent battle. So it felt like legendary Pokemon in that way. So
that's a good read.
It could even be like a Darkrai Cresselia thing, right? Those are meant to, I think canonically they are positioned as good versus evil, even though ZA kind of like bends that a little bit, suggesting that Darkrai is actually just like, it doesn't mean to give you nightmares.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's good dreams versus bad dreams, if nothing else.
So the Barang and the Rangda.
Rangda.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm throwing an R in there. But yeah. Lumi, you have anything else?
Hey, Lumi, Lumi,
okay, so I'm gonna let y'all pick. Do y'all want an animal or a cryptid?
Animal.
Okay.
You guys haven't done it. No, I want animals. I wanted animals from you guys, and you guys.
So
I got animals.
Next up, I have. I'm debating on which animal I want to do, but I'll go with because we were talking about sea animals, and I feel like there'll be a lot of that. So I was gonna go with the whale shark. That's a really basic animal. I admit everybody kind of knows what that is.
No, that's cool.
There's something interesting here off of Papua. Papua, to be clear, that's an island with 2 nations in it, and it looks like, looking at the map for Gen 10, the beta map at least, it looks like we only have Indonesian Papua, whereas the other side, which is not on the map, would be Papua New Guinea. But in the Indonesian side of Papua, there's this thing with the whale shark where whale sharks are migratory creatures, so they, are always roaming around. But there's this one bay where there are whale sharks and they don't migrate. And it's like the only place in the world where there is a group of whale sharks that just call it home and they don't leave it. And I feel like this is just really beautiful for a Pokemon game. The fishermen of that village, or of that bay, will go out into the bay, and when they go to catch fish, the first thing they do before they cast a line or anything is they throw in bait, not for fish, but for the whale sharks. And they don't, to be clear, they don't catch the whale sharks and eat them. But what it is they believe that the whale sharks like kind of brings good luck. And also I think there is like a scientific thing of more fish come when the whale shark's there. But it ultimately, it's this like symbiotic relationship between people and, in this case, it would be a Pokemon where like they're summoning this creature in hopes of prospering from what it brings, you know what I mean? But they're not like hunting the creature. I just thought that was really beautiful.
Yeah,
that was really nice. Like Pokemon coded,
There's a respect, there's a symbiotic relationship, but also out of like respect. I feel like this creature could be, dude, I'll take another whale legendary. Kyogre's
see, this one's interesting because it's not a whale, it's a shark.
Yes, good. Yes. Well, yes, but yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. I was gonna say, but Kyogre's an orca, but that is also a whale.
That is also a whale.
Yeah.
This one, it's a shark, but they're also they're an iconic shark. I think. I mean, you look at them and it's very iconic. It's the biggest shark in the world. It's the biggest fish in the world. In fact.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
I love the idea a whole lot. I was thinking they are definitely found in other places of the world, which is cool. That's the only thing that held me back on it, but it's such a Pokemon coded animal that I think, and the whole thing that you explained, I watched a documentary as well, look on the same thing. And
was it Wild Indonesia? Is that the one you watched?
Probably, yeah. Freaking 3 hours.
Like 3 hours,
Wild Indonesia.
Yep.
but yeah, I think this will be perfect for it. Like very, very good. Especially the water, like region where there's so much water. Just a gigantic whale
cool
shark.
You want to, because something else that we haven't seen, like, I mean, I know there is, what are we calling these? Like, there's scrapped images. It's not scrapped is the wrong term, but like beta images of what this game, of this Gen 10 game is going to be. And something that I don't think we've seen at all are like wild Pokemon in the environment. So I don't know. I think we've seen the map and we've seen characters on land, and I think what we haven't really thought of yet is this idea of like what is going to be in the water. And so like wild Pokemon being in the wild, but also like,
especially since diving is N2, so that water is a lot more than just surfing from point A to point B.
The routes, dude, that's honestly so cool. It's like the routes, I never thought about it like that, but like, when you're, I feel like in Pokemon games, water travel has been kind of boring because it's a lot of like nothing.
Right.
But if like you can dive, you go down freely in an open world game, there's so much to explore and discover. It's a route like anything else. That's a lot of fun. But anyways, I'm just thinking about like, seeing these in the wild would be sick. And they're not like, it's a shark Pokemon that is not a Sharpedo. It's not chasing you.
They're not. They don't eat people. Like they're not vicious at all. People go diving with them all the time. Frankly, real sharks are misunderstood in my opinion. But regardless, these guys, they're not. They mainly eat like plankton and really, really small fish. They're like filter feeders basically. And so I feel like that also is very Pokemon coded to take the big bad thing and make it a cute little water puppy.
Yeah. No, I see that, man. That's cool.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good Pokemon. Am I up next? Maybe?
I got a couple. I got another one that doesn't need that much explanation. It's just something I think we're gonna get. It's called the Gamelin. It is a traditional ensemble music of the Javanese and Sudanese and Balinese people. I'm reading Wikipedia, guys. I'm showing my ignorance. I'm just reading Wikipedia. Made up. So they're like metal drums. And this just reminded me of like Bronzong or Chingling or any of these other musical Pokemon. Even something like Baltoy, right?
Yeah.
But I could see this thing could be a ghost, maybe playing its own drums. But like, yeah, I just like I'm seeing these metal drums next to each other is kind of cool and feels very. It doesn't look like an object Pokemon. Like it's unique enough, to not just look like a rock band drum set, right? But it's still drum. They're still drums, and they would sound different. And because they're metal, they can appear naturally. Or
right,
yeah. So
that's a cool Pokemon. Yeah, for like an Objectmon for sure.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like a regional form of any of those things. It can just be its own. Yeah, its own like type of object. Yeah, it'd be cool. Probably they're not my favorite types of Pokemon, but I know you like them, and I know that tons of people.
And they
like
also,
this.
like you said, like they're gonna be here, So
we're gonna get something like this, whether it's a Dagger or this or something.
Yeah, musical would be cool though too. Musical would be very cool.
Yeah.
Nice little twist on it.
Another one. I'll jump in with this one. We've got the. Hold on. Where is it? It's right here. You guys ready?
Ready.
It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon taking another chapter out of a Zelda game.
Okay.
It's the durian.
All right.
It's a fruit.
I don't get the Zelda reference, but yes.
Oh, it's like in Breath of the Wild. It was like a new like object you could make food with. I don't know. That's the last time I've interacted with a durian. And this is a fruit there, and it's got the spiky outer shell.
This is a good shout. Yeah,
I'm forgetting if this is it the durian that is. There's a fruit that I feel like I've seen on social media that like just tastes horrible.
I think it's either this one or the jackfruit. One of the two of them.
Yeah,
people are eating these.
And I'm scanning right now.
Dusty, I wonder if this could work.
No, it's just a sweet fragrance.
I wonder if this could work with like your Vileplume idea. We talked about how like the Rafflesias have the teeth, and then like they start as this like ball shape. So if it could even like somehow start as a durian because it's a ball with spikes and it becomes a
that's fun
with teeth.
Yeah. It just has a really unique. I guess like, it's not a unique shape, but we have Pokemon like Bounsweet, which is like kind of like this, where it's like got like a. It's like a little baby that's got like it's got flesh on the inside, but it's just it's got this like fluffy fiber around it.
Yeah.
And this one's different because it's like a fruit, but it could kind of stink or smell really strong, and then it also has this like spiky layer. And we have seen versions of this, but this is a fruit that I think is recognized globally, so I think it could be a fruit that is worked into a Pokemon. I think
that's a great idea.
And I wasn't thinking Vileplume, Lumi. I like your idea, but like instead, this is something where I'm like, can this evolve into like an ogre or something? Like just kind of like a bigger creature, like a plant. Like listen, I'm sick of the plant waifus. I just want I want a fruit that evolves into. Yeah, dude, make it evolve into a proper, just like a I don't know, like a grumpy Pokemon. I don't know.
That's fun.
Yeah,
I like that. I probably
no more
waifus,
no more grass
the
waifus.
Concept.
Yeah, because if this thing evolves, it'll be spiky all over itself. It could evolve into like a lizard. I could see that. I don't know if that's if that's somewhere in Indonesia, but what is it? So many spiky lizards.
Oh, yeah, those are like desert.
Yeah,
ones,
there's like they're usually in desert, but the like thorny lizards.
Who knows?
They could do something like that.
I think those are in Australia,
dude. Okay, you know what I would love?
Everything is.
This is so good. This is like my favorite archetype, one of my favorites in fantasy medium, and we never see it. And Togepi wasted the potential. I love the concept of like a creature that is like still kind of in the egg, and then when it hatches, it becomes like a proper dragon, but maybe still like some of the egg is represented in its hatched form. And so the durian being so spiky on the outside, that could kind of look like the shell of the egg, and then as it hatches or evolves into some sort of lizard or something, like it has this spiky skin like the durian, to kind of have those two things connected. I'm starting to like this idea.
I'm down.
Yeah, this would be one of the more interesting plant designs, I feel.
Yeah. Anything spiky though, I'm probably in.
Yeah, so
we also have the
spiky.
The Salic, which is they're called the snake fruit, and it is a little bit different. It says it's a species of palm tree, but it does kind of mirror what we were just saying about the durian, except instead of being spiky, it kind of looks like I think it's called the snake, with the snake fruit, because to me it looks like a dragon egg.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Dude, what if this is the seed Pokemon? Oh my god.
It's funny that you bring that up, because like all of what we've been talking about is very seed Pokemon coded with like the two sides and everything. I was thinking about it earlier. And I'm just like, I
can't get it out of my mind. The idea of like multiple evolutions.
Yeah, it's all this. It's like that's where this seed idea came from, because it's like, oh, there's so many different ways that it could evolve.
It is the code name for it is seed Pokemon, which you maybe go maybe because it's
a little dragon egg,
a
little dragon egg seed.
The dragon egg is so cool.
Trust, guys, it's the peanut Pokemon that was scrapped from Gen 6.
I'm okay with that.
I would be so okay with that.
While I'm on a fruit tear, the mangosteen can also be found in Borneo.
Bro, so that bounce
so you got
be here.
Yeah, dude. So you got Steenie, and you got Bounsweet, and you got Serena, and maybe the durian will become a king waifu.
Like the male counterpart.
Yeah, the male counterpart eventually of Serena.
I could see it.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
It's crazy how many Alola Pokemon are here.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But you know what I'm saying? Like this is the inspiration of an entire line, and now you got the durian, which is like kind of similar, but also just as weird.
I like the idea of giving it a counterpart. That's cool.
Yeah, kind of like how like Tyranitar became a counterpart to like Duraludon.
Yeah.
So,
or even just like Miltank to Tauros,
Yeah, that's true. They've done it in the past. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm looking at some more fruits that are on my list. We also have Rambutan. This is another like really funny. Like this one almost seems like they'll definitely pick this one because it's so bright.
Yeah, it's funky.
Yeah, it's like you take this like fruit.
That's what you eat.
Yeah, it's the fruit that evolves into like, I could see like I'm done with the green waifus. Have it evolve into a humanoid, fine with that, but then have it be this like shaggy, weird. I'm thinking like Tangrowth. I'm thinking Oranguru. I'm thinking like Reggie Rock, like that kind of body, like Reggie. Think about Reggie Rock, but it's got this like red hair, like these hairy fruit. I don't know. That's what I'm.
I cannot see it as a Pokemon, but
you can't see it.
I can't see what the Pokemon would be.
Tangrowth.
But, okay, Tangrowth or Tangela, I definitely could see that. But it's not like you're gonna do like a
the
copy.
Long arms.
Yeah.
No, it'd be a completely different Pokemon.
Yeah. At the same time, it's very unique, so it could be a Pokemon easily. It's just I can't visualize it. I can't visualize me taking a bite out of that, though.
For sure, yeah.
That looks like a good piece of fruit.
And we also got the jackfruit. I pulled this up because you said it.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about this. This doesn't even seem that interesting. Oh, is it South American?
Maybe, but it doesn't matter. Like, so if they start with a durian and evolve it into a jackfruit because it's massive, it's like,
it's a cluster.
I think they're found in China.
It could be, yeah. I don't know.
It says right there it's the national fruit of Bangladesh.
Cool.
That's not too far off.
Yeah, it's Asian, so it probably could be found, or maybe could be found, not probably, but maybe could be found there too. If nothing else,
gosh,
maybe
I'm hungry. I'm not gonna lie.
I can see that though. Like this picture's kind of cool. So like you got the durian, and then it evolves, and it's like a cluster of durian, like a magneton, and then finally it evolves into this like a tree thing.
It's kind of triggering my like that one fear of like all the bubbly things. That's kind of triggering. But
what? This is new lore.
Oh my gosh, I have heard about that. I didn't know that you were one of those.
What is it?
I unfortunately am. Like if I see anything that's like too many like, I don't know, it's not bubbles, but like bumpy stuff. No, I don't want to see. No, I don't want to see. He's gonna look it up. I can't do it. I don't know what this is. I don't know what the actual like
it's
phobia
trypophobia.
Is. Trypophobia. Yeah.
Damn.
Actual bubbles don't bother me, but like
it's like it is
creatures.
the aversion to the sight of repetitive patterns, clusters, or small holes or bumps.
Damn. All right.
I'll
take it off the screen. I'm gonna take it off the screen.
I get like a cringe through like my whole neck when I see something like that bad. And if it's really bad, I'm like feeling like throwing up almost. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. It's just one of those things. It developed as I got older, actually, which is weird.
Maybe that's what it is. They make a Pokemon specifically to, oh my gosh, it's so funny you said that. I literally right here, signs and symptoms often presents with a cringe.
Yeah.
So it's like exactly what
the cringe Pokemon.
So
you know, like that mushroom that's like blood mushrooms with like the bumps and holes all in it. That's a bad one.
Sure.
That one gets me. But anyway, do you have any other fruit that you were mentioning?
No, that's all the fruit. Okay. I'm sure there's some other fruit that I missed. The fruit fans will let me know in the comments.
Yeah, they're like, Dusty, how are you talking about fruit? But you didn't mention
bring this up. Yeah, would have been an apple.
I mean, banana though. Like that's definitely there.
Okay, so we can go from there for a second. Like bananas are from this region, and I've said this on the last episode, I think. Yeah, like they're from here.
No, I thought they're from.
Like originally, if you look it up, I'm pretty
Florida,
sure. No, I mean they're found everywhere, but I'm saying like they
are originally from Southeast Asia and South Pacific, specifically Malaysia or Indonesia.
Yeah,
bro.
And so what?
We're gonna get a banana Pokemon.
Yeah, which one do you know?
Or do we take our current banana Pokemon and make them better?
I'm telling.
We're gonna get a Tropius evolution. I'm telling you right now,
dude. Please.
Yeah.
Please, I am Tropius's #1 fan, and all I want is them to give. I want them to give Tropius the Roselia treatment. Give it a baby, give it an evolution, make it this like, dude, and then give it a mega evolution in Champions.
Oh,
do you want to know?
Oh,
that's wild. Do you want to know why I think this more than anything is because there was literally a hint to it in Scarlet and Violet when you go to the. And maybe this was just a hint to the region, but like it's friggin' Tropius. Mm-hmm. I don't know which house it is, but I think it's in
Nemona's.
Is it Nemona's house? Mm-hmm. There's a house right at the beginning, and they have a stained glass window in the middle of the door, and it's Tropius. And I never knew it was Tropius until way after, and I was like, wait, it's friggin' Tropius. And the region that we're going to is the banana region. You know, like
the banana region.
Yeah, like it's bananas.
I knew it. It's the banana region. Ooh.
I don't know if you can even find it.
Look up Nemona's house and it's there.
Oh yeah, maybe Nemona house. Yeah, that makes sense.
Bro, that's crazy.
Nemona's house has a whole bunch of little teasers in it too, I think, with the
banana region.
But you see, click on that.
Listen, I'm making jokes, but like
no,
there is.
Yeah. There was that. There was the Greninja poster, which had some black in the Greninja design. Mega Greninja, you know.
Dude,
there's a picture of 2 Eevees.
I forgot about this.
An area that could totally be, you know.
Oh, this is what I wanted to say.
Maybe a hint of 2 Eevees.
Oh, dude, this is what I wanted to say. I was saying this last week. Holy shoot, dude. This is like crazy evidence then. Eevee, I'm calling it, is going to get new evolutions.
This is the region.
It's going to get a flying type evolution for wind, for air travel, and it's going to get not a water type evolution for waves, because we have Vaporeon. But it could get a dragon type for like a sea, not a sea snake, but like a sea serpent, right? Or it could also get a ghost type for I don't know. I feel like you know,
rock maybe, because like the salt
water, lost at sea.
Sure,
I don't know, like the many lives lost at sea or something.
Yeah,
maybe. I can totally see this happening though, just because of what we were talking about with like the Wallace line and like it evolving on 2 different sides. It's like, okay, Eevee is the like evolution madness Pokemon, so like this is it. This is its time.
But
like,
Dusty, scroll
and that's
up
probably
a
why
little.
this is here.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about Tropius.
And
but come on, this is insane. Oh yeah, so we're
scroll
Tropius.
up a little and click on the red. Scroll up. Go up. Click on that one, and you can see Tropius on the door there.
What?
You gotta maybe zoom, but it is Tropius.
Yeah, I do see it. It's Tropius. Wow.
Never knew, and then when it was pointed out to me, I was like, "What in the world?"
It's the banana region. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I think it's getting something.
Dude, please. I did notice. I was telling my wife this the other day because I've been big on that too, thinking that Tropius is gonna get something. So Tropius's size in Scarlet and Violet is really, really small. And maybe it was always this way, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they scaled Tropius down. And, maybe that's to make it feel less like a fully evolved Pokemon, or like a fully complete Pokemon. But like if you look at it in Scarlet and Violet, it is like your size. Like it's so small.
It's a crazy Pokemon. I would love for it to get an evolution just so that it can change some.
No, Lumi, I'm with you. I think like even just looking at its official art, I think the fact that its neck bends down, it kind of implies like weight and that it is like so tall that it literally, it's like coming down to your level. I think also this might be applicable to you, but I do remember like its original sprite kind of did the same thing where it like took up the full, like if there was it took up the full frame of how big a Pokemon could be. It presented as big as Groudon or Kyogre or Rayquaza. It literally took up the whole frame. So I think I agree. Even in its Diamond and Pearl, like it's in its Gen 4, literally all the sprites make it look so imposing. Like it just takes up the whole space.
Mm-hmm.
I think
but in Scarlet and Violet, it's not that way. It's so small in Scarlet and Violet.
No, yeah, you're right.
Like I'm looking at an image of it right now where like a trainer's got it and a Salamence, and it's like half the size of the Salamence.
Let's see. I think I think there was a lot of Pokemon that like ended up looking a lot smaller. So I'm not surprised, but that would be cool if they were just like thinking about it and they're like, let's make this canon. So it's supposed to be 6 feet tall to a kid that is ginormous.
6'7", in fact, so closer to 7 feet.
No, 6 foot. It says 6 foot. Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess,
6 foot
is that
7.
6 foot 7?
Yeah.
0.7? Yeah, okay. It's not 0.7. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 6 foot 7. Yeah, that's pretty big.
I also want to say that this is a very like jungle region, and he's just jungle vibes.
Yeah,
it's so jungle. Like it is one of the most jungle Pokemon to me, if not the most. It just fits.
It's right there in Pokemon Scarlet. It lives in tropical jungles. The bunch of fruit around its neck is delicious. Fruit grows twice a year. And what's interesting is it says in Scarlet, it lives in tropical jungles. You don't find it in a tropical jungle in Scarlet and Violet. You find it at a lake. So why did they put that it lives in tropical jungles when that's not where it lives? In Scarlet and Violet, that's not where it lives. Because it's a hint from where it's originally from.
If there's any Pokemon that's getting something in this game, it's this Pokemon.
I'm gonna add one more thing here. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, its Dex entry says, because it continually ate only its favorite fruit, the fruit started growing around its neck. Ooh. And I'm going to say right here, it would not be crazy to see a new regional form of Tropius. Mm-hmm. Or its this is even better. Its evolution basically shows a bounty of different berries, and it's not just limited to being a banana.
Yeah, it could eat different things and it evolves because of that.
But like if you look too above it, there's a lot of references to like, children of the southern tropics eat as snacks the fruit that grows. It was like something about in warm areas, ranches raise Tropius. So there's all these references to like, hey, in other parts of the world, Tropius is a big deal.
Yeah,
it does debut in Hoenn, and it's pretty rare in Hoenn. But again, that's not even that far away from.
No, it's not. That's the thing. It's very close to
compared to like Unova or something. Yeah.
Dude,
this is so sick.
Yep.
I'm like, the flying thing is kind of cool, but I'm also like, we don't need to be flying type. It just doesn't need to be flying.
It's so random, to be honest.
It really doesn't.
Sure there's a reason, but I don't know what it is. Oh man.
Okay, let's workshop this. How could it lose the flying type? I guess if it has a pre-evolution. No, but like if it has a pre-evolution that like is also grass flying to kind of be like, yeah, we're being respectful that it's flying type.
Sure.
And then it evolves and it loses the flying type.
Yeah, I mean they don't even have to give it a pre-evolution. It could just evolve and get a dragon type instead or whatever else.
We gave the flying type to that snake and frog and lizard and squirrel. Don't worry.
Because I'm like, I don't want to see this thing flying in the region. I want to see it like. I just want to see it moving around on the ground.
It is kind of cool
ground.
That it flies,
it's so
though.
sick.
I'm not gonna lie.
It is
like
cool
I like that it flies.
I mean, it could hypothetically still fly. It just now has the dragon typing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
sure.
It's kind of
Megacharizard X. It's got the dragon typing now. It still flies.
Yeah.
Mega Altaria has the fairy typing now. It still flies. You know, it's
I just think it's epic that it's like this dinosaur that just flies around. You know, it's kind of cool. Yeah. It's nice.
Scizor still flies, but it loses the flying type and gets the seal type.
It does look good here. I think what bothers me is this right here.
Like that one where it's just like,
where it's just,
But that is dead. Like, rejoice.
Yeah, it's gone.
This is like, you gotta respect its weight. Like, show the power of those wings that of not just, it doesn't glide. It does not glide. It flaps.
It does in that.
It's a flapper.
Right.
It flaps. That's what it does.
It flaps.
My gosh, dude.
Hashtag
Tropius is so sick. Yeah, look at this.
Below.
This is so tough.
Yeah, the manga art sometimes is so fire though.
But they just showed how like long its neck was. They made it seem like it wouldn't do that. It wouldn't bend its neck all the way and then touch the ground with its head if it was like a little Pokemon, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's coming down to greet its trainer, implying that its trainer is where it's like its trainer is as tall as its torso, you know?
Here, have a banana.
Yeah, literally. It's like coming down to like greet the children, like I will feed you. And damn, dude, they massacred my boy. Okay, what's next? What else we got?
So
I got
hit me with something.
Yeah. I was gonna go on the like rhino theme a little bit. I like the rhino hornbill. I know we've mentioned it a bit before, but it's like kind of crazy, that bird. I don't know if you look it up, like the top bill being like
rhino hornbill.
It's a rhinoceros or rhino hornbill. I don't know if it's just rhino maybe. Like just the top
it's
one
the hornbill
up. Yeah, you're right. You got it. The one that like points upwards is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
cool.
I think it's a crazy bird.
It is cool.
That is a crazy bird.
I could see it having almost two different. Okay, you want to hear something crazy?
2 beaks, bro.
I was gonna say 2 beaks, but actually, no. The thing on its head looks like a banana. What if is a banana preform for Tropius?
It's the banana region.
It's all Tropius. Always has
all the way down, dude. That's the gimmick.
It's just bananas.
It's just bananas all the way down. Okay, yeah. 2 beaks would be insane, right?
Yeah, I don't.
It's like how do you make it different from toucan?
I think that they would go in a more rhino direction because this thing is called the rhino hornbill.
Horn. That's
nice. So I could see it like getting rhino qualities, but it's a bird. And I really actually would say that Lumi's first bird that he brought up, I wouldn't see that as a regional form or not regional bird. I would see that as like a normal, just regular Pokemon out there in the wild. But this looks like this could be like a regional bird. The problem is toucan.
Yeah.
That's the only issue I see with it. But these are different.
It is very different though. It's very different. I think its silhouette is really cool.
I mean,
its tail feathers are this white and black. Is that like could they do like a yin and yang thing?
In Sword and Shield, we had, the regional rodents, Greedent, but we also have a regional variant of a past rodent in Zigzagoon. Same thing with Sun and Moon. You have a regional Rattata, but you also have Yungoos.
Sun and Moon.
So maybe we get a regional toucan that's this, but also
this is a Lola 2.0.
Bird, you know?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Its silhouette also reminds me of a. Sorry, it reminds me of a turkey.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sure.
I do love like its wingspan. Like the wings out is crazy. Anyway, I just
reminds me of Honchkrow. Reminds me of Murkrow. That's what I'm thinking.
Bit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Reminds me of Fearow.
Yeah, I pulled up Fearow as well because I'm like, you said horn on its head, and I thought Drill Peck immediately, which was a signature move at first.
Interesting. It
and
doesn't
also,
really, but for me, but yeah.
No, Fearow sucks. What I'm saying is like, Fearow could evolve into this and get the dark type, which I've always thought Fearow was like kind of a nasty bird, right? That's like its defining characteristic is that it's like got a big beak and it's embarrassed at its big beak, so it's mad at everyone. That's like what Fearow is. So it could evolve into this dark type bird with a giant beak. 2 beaks or a horn on its head like Gen 1. Like every Pokemon in Gen 1 had a horn on its head. Dugong, like King, I can't think of any of them now. Nidoking.
Dugong.
Gold Sea King.
Sea King, yes.
Nidos, Rhydon.
Like this looks so Gen 1. It's like take a bird, put a horn on its head. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Not really hilarious. It's cool. Like that would be nice.
I'm just thinking about like a theme though too, not to like go away from this too much, but
Sure.
I brought this up to like do like a rhino theme where there's like maybe there's because it's this whole theme of evolving differently is like hitting me as I'm doing this because there's so many animals that are just like similar themes. So there's the rhino, the Java rhino in this.
Yeah.
They're like really small and they're like really hairy and they have like really small horns. Like their horns are like, I don't know if it's the Java one or not. There's different ones.
This one?
But yeah, I think it's more like it's like that.
There's the Javan rhino, there's the Sumatran rhino.
It might be the Sumatran. It's the one that's less plated like that. Like this thing is super plated. The one that's like, it might be the Sumatran one. It's like got hair. It's got like a hair cape. It's crazy.
Oh, cool.
But yeah,
okay.
So like there's a rhino here. There's a rhino in the bird, and then there's also the rhino beetles here as well.
Yeah.
Like I can just see some kind of, you know what I mean?
Monster. Yeah. Like an Electabuzz type of monster where you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at. It's a monster. It's crazy. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Toxtricity. You're like, it's not really a lizard, but it kind of is. But it is a lot of other things.
Feels very
That's
fun. You know, like how you had Swallow, you had a swallow, and then you also did Beautifly, a swallowtail butterfly, and you did Sharpedo, and then you had Crawdont kind of having some features that mimic Sharpedo.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. There's just all these themes. Like there's tons of like pygmy Pokemon too, or Pokemon animals.
Yeah.
Like there's a pygmy elephant, and then there's a pygmy taser, and then there's like there is a pygmy, the little guy with like the big eyes. There's a pygmy him, and then there's a pygmy. Then there's a pygmy tapir as well. So like there's tons of these pygmy. There's a pygmy like seahorse, which pygmy just means kind of like smaller. Like they're like way smaller, and it's a different subspecies. It's crazy. The like
we could be talking about like
thing.
Instead of Gigantamax, what if the Pokemon gets smaller? And that's
just the smaller Pokemon.
I'm looking at this picture of the Rhinoceros Hornbill. What is it?
Yeah.
I said its evasiveness goes up 6 stages.
Yeah, the minimize.
That's good.
They canonize minimize. Dude, that would be lit. Everyone would quit competitive.
Oh yeah, competitive is done.
That would actually suck.
So this stock image of the Rhinoceros Hornbill, it's in a tree. It looks so colorful, and I'm seeing a couple things. I'm seeing the berries on the tree. I think that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see there's like there's red, orange, yellow, even a green. And that just is nice in contrast to the color on its, I guess, hornbill. But also in this picture, the hornbill kind of looks like a chili pepper. And now I'm like, are we getting a second shot at a chili pepper Pokemon? Could it be grass fire? Maybe I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Sure. Yeah.
Like if you take I know this might not be Soul's favorite, but you take an animal, you add a fruit to it or something. It's still an animal, but it has like that's a great way to immediately make it not just a bird or not just a lizard, right? Apply some sort of food or fauna to it. Yeah. They're striking. They really are pretty.
Mm-hmm. I think I don't see how we don't get one of these in this because they're like very iconic to this area of the world. So I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. But
I have a bunch of things here, but truthfully, I feel like I want to do more research. I have basically a list of different. I'm hesitating, but these are like creatures, ghosts, spiritual things that I really don't know anything about. And I'm just like, I don't want to be sitting here just like listing things off. But there are a ton of, I guess what I'm saying is like, we should almost do like a follow-up for legendary Pokemon.
Sure.
I think
all of these things in mythology and folklore.
I think I've cracked a legendary. So I think we can save it for that too. I don't know for sure, but it's just the theory I have. That's a fun.
I'm seeing there's something called, no, I don't want to say it. It's going to sound. Are we thinking the same thing? Are we thinking the same thing?
Teaser. No, I have no idea what you're thinking.
It's a half human, half serpent being.
Nah.
Okay.
But that's cool.
That sounds pretty cool. It's like a mermaid is what I'm looking at.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know if Lumi had any more I'm sure you do.
I have a couple to hit. So first off, I want to make it clear I do not want this to be a thing, but I am well aware it will absolutely be a thing, and as the proboscis monkey.
Yeah, it will be.
Oh, yeah.
How will it not be?
I'm so upset.
Everyone wants this,
but it's
gonna
be a thing.
I don't want this.
Everyone on Twitter wants it.
It's got a big old pot belly. It's got a Squidward nose. There's no shot that they don't. It's also iconic to the.
This looks like my
region.
uncle.
So
do you know what's actually hilarious is like I hate is strong, but I really don't like monkeys, and I really don't like monkey Pokemon. And then in this area of the world, the monkeys are like 10 times uglier than normal monkeys to top it all off. Like the famous monkeys are like not even as bad as these monkeys. These are like the worst monkeys. Like
but
this guy.
Yeah.
This is hideous, but
it's unique.
This will be a meme mon. Like they will make this because haha, it's funny.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Because it's I don't know, because it's so ugly and because all these monkeys that have like all these really like specific traits, I actually do think that makes them just more interesting to be inspirations for Pokemon because you can embellish the nose.
Yeah.
Like you could do like, I would not be surprised if Squidward was based off of this. No, actually, I would be surprised. But it's like you could just do weird things in, you can embellish these different traits and all of a sudden they just seem like these crazy creatures.
Yeah, some people say that it has it's like a trumpet nose. So I could see
they call it and it is like a trumpet. The way they call it, like it flies up like they're blowing a trumpet. You know what
this looks like? The tissue or the fat around its neck looks like medieval
jester things.
Yeah, like a jester. Yeah.
You know what this is? This is literally a regional form of Retlore. That's all I have to say.
Oh my god. Or like a convergent mon to it. Oh my god.
Yeah, convergent Retlore.
Oh my god.
I see it.
Crazy.
And instead of rolling dung, the it's big giant circle. Yeah, the big giant circle is its belly. It's its belly.
Oh,
so good.
No. And then it's hanging upside down from a branch for the Rabska.
Yeah. What else? What else do you got, Lumi?
So we didn't talk about any bugs, which I think is a sin. So the Brazilian treehopper, which while that sounds like it would be from Brazil, and it is from Brazil, it is also found here. I guess it's an invasive species, but this is a weird looking guy.
Wow, this is crazy.
I think that he could.
I don't know if I like this. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Okay. So the eyes are at the bottom.
This reminds me of like this is so weird. It's like masquerade or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Like the silhouette is not just your classic spider or whatever. Like this is weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't even know what the function of those little bulbs are, but this is a thing that exists in our world, and we have to live with that. They're really tiny too.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so tiny.
No, that's crazy.
I like this, man. This is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
It's
Pokemon
looking like I think you make this electric. A bug electric type, and those things are like the plasma balls.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess electric makes sense. I was gonna say,
and like that's like a radio antenna almost, you know?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah,
that's fun. Yeah, radio
Interesting.
antenna.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm watching Stranger
bugs.
Things, and everything just makes me think of that show now.
Oh yeah,
of course.
That's how it is.
Like, I want to get a radio.
I'm telling you, just wait till you're at Stranger Things 5, and you're like, oh my god, it's the Legend CA DLC. Then I have the Binturong. That's BINTUR.
You're done with the bugs already, though.
There's plenty more, but I just wanted to touch one because I've got a big list here, so I just want to hit
this has to
highlights.
Be a Pokemon.
Yeah, this is crazy. But
sell
me on this because I mean, this is definitely weird, but also I'm like, what does it do?
It just doesn't exist anywhere else.
Yeah,
it's just like
it's an animal that's very it's native only to this region, really. It's this weird like cat, weasel, bear. In fact, it's also another name for it is the bear cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Umbreon?
Is
that you?
It's
Maybe.
just,
you see that?
It's also its scientific name means bear weasel. One. So it's just weird because it's like it is like 50 different things, you know. Rolled into
it is.
one.
It's very weird, but it's like a friend too.
Yeah,
it's like a super friendly.
It's like a big old puppy.
I see it. I do see it. What's the type? I mean, this feels like a normal type. If I'm being honest,
would be a normal.
Probably
type.
would be a normal type. I mean, it's not anything interesting, but it is like what they do, right? You know,
what's a playful?
It's
what's
like a teddy bear.
Yeah, what's a playful like dumb type?
Like
what
normal
is that?
Fairy, I guess maybe
a raccoon.
Normal
no, fairies
could work.
Fairy has too much mysticism behind it.
I mean,
guess
there's probably, let's see.
I think just normal. This is like a normal type. Maybe it gets a water type if it can like swim or something, but this is a normal type.
I want to say dark for just like mischievous, but I don't.
But is it mischievous
like
or is it just has black fur? I kind of like it just being like a big dope.
That's
a normal type.
Yeah.
It is kind of cute.
Dude, it's absolutely a normal type. Apparently, like the totem for it, the pendant for it, is like supposed to be a symbol of taking things at your own pace and not being stressed. So it's like a lax.
This
like,
is a normal type.
Chill, dude. You know.
Yeah, he's a friend.
It's a beach bum,
dude. I'm into it.
Fun fact
it's
about
so
it.
shaggy that I do like it. They can
Here
make
you
this
go.
thing
Here you go.
fun.
That tail it can use as a fifth limb to like grab tree branches and stuff. So there's kind of like an almost apom like thing there.
Yeah.
No,
I like that.
Yeah.
They get stylized. No, I like that. It's not so on the nose like an apom, but like I do like that.
This is actually one of the animals that would be really cool to just translate directly to a Pokemon as well. For me, I don't think I would love it, but I do think that it could just look like a big shaggy black.
Yeah.
Like
I'm imagining Skuntank.
Because but it's just like nothing is like. I don't know. I don't see other animals like this.
It's one of those things that like it's not necessarily. I'm telling you this would be a great Pokemon, but I'm telling you it would be. It feels like something that Game Freak would be interested in translating over.
It's also iconic for the area.
I
do kind of like this. This is kind of cool.
I did also have, because I don't think we could talk about Indonesia without talking about bats. Specifically, I have this thing. It's called the Ahool, AHOOL.
Yes.
This is the.
Yeah.
This is the cryptid or like myth thing, right?
Yeah, it's a cryptid of like.
we looked at this last
giant
week.
Man bat thing.
No, not that one.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's actually
that's what they think it could be.
Cryptids. It's like a giant Batman, but not Batman from Gotham, but Batman like a man that is a bat. There's also the Orang Bati is what it's called, and it's basically the same thing, just I guess on a different island. It's like they have these cryptids of these giant man-sized bats that even function like men, like can walk around.
This is a fear
on their hind legs.
That is terrifying.
I swear,
that's a monster, man. That's a monkey with bat wings.
When I see cryptids, when I see cryptids, I just think, okay, someone mistook this.
Yeah.
This other thing that we know exists for this other thing that they've seen before, and this is probably they saw like a proboscis monkey or whatever, and they were like, "That's a demon." Like whatever that is, it's a bat.
That's the thing is a lot of animals that like we know of today as just animals were at one point cryptids, right? Like the Spanish explorers who happened to go by the right part of Africa saw a giraffe and thought it was a dragon. You know?
Yeah, dude, crazy. This thing is,
absolutely.
We gotta get the bat starter. I want a bat starter to evolve into this thing.
It probably would. Honestly,
this would be the final stage. This would be the final stage.
They like to make the starters a little human-like in
scary.
some ways. So I mean, it probably would. Honestly,
it would still have to be a friend, but that's what makes me have hope for it. You know, just like this gigantic flying fox bat. I'm down.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. See, some of these cryptids are just like not unique enough. It's when I went to Scotland, I was like looking up the cryptids, and every cryptid was like, you know, it'll be this short man who is kind of grumpy, or it'll be like this woman will convince you to cheat on your wife, or and it's just like things that ruined people's lives back in the day, and that turned into sailor stories. That turned into
I like the idea too. I like the idea too of like it probably started with like a husband came home and his wife was like, "I know you cheated on me with Susie," and he's like,
literally,
well, but so there was the spirit, right? It wasn't me. I didn't want to. It tricked me. The spirit told me. You know,
made me.
Literally. Oh my gosh! Yeah, what are there's some I don't know. The Selkie is literally like. Yeah, it's a woman who will convince you to leave your family and go on an adventure.
Something some man made up.
The Boggle is a
terrible.
mischievous.
Honey, I'm leaving you to travel the world, but it's not my fault.
I'm going with this Selkie. She's not
making
a
me.
real
The
person.
Gilly-Doo is a solitary woodland spirit that protects trees and can be friendly or menacing.
What even is that?
I'm like, these are there was pictures of like the will-o-wisp, the will of the wisp,
Mhm.
and it's like I'm looking at it and the description is just like I'm like those are just fireflies.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Like, how is this the scariest thing you've ever? Anyways, dude.
So on that note,
I like this thing. We got to wrap soon.
Yeah, I've got 3 more, and I'll hit them fast. First off, there's this thing. It's called the EBU space Go-Go.
Go-Go?
Not Go-Goat, but Go-Go. So basically, they know that Neanderthals used to live in, which, for those who don't know, Neanderthals are, like, before humans. So they're, like, human-like, but they're, like, cavemen.
Yeah, they're not humans.
And they believe there's folklore of a tribe, they call it the Ebu-Gogo, and they believe it is, like, Neanderthals. This is folklore, not, like, when I say they, I don't mean scientists, but that live like in the jungles or caves of Indonesia. And
damn,
they still live there.
Yes, like today.
Oh,
they still are there.
Interesting.
And there've also some depictions of them kind of depict them more like a hobbit, like from Lord of the Rings.
Dude,
but
man, I don't want that.
I say that to say, look,
I wasn't sure what to imagine, but you said hobbit.
Go for it.
No, I wasn't sure what to imagine when you were describing this, but yeah, the idea of a fantasy-driven,
take a ton
humanoid, creature like
caveman,
like a gnome, yes, a gnome or a caveman or a hobbit or a dwarf or a elf.
I think like caveman is around what I'm thinking, because they usually do a humanoid Pokemon. We've actually never gotten like a caveman type Pokemon. Which is kind of surprising if I'm honest, and I could totally see them incorporating this into there.
Croconaw, bro. Croconaw.
Dude, we were robbed.
He is the caveman.
We were robbed, man.
You were robbed. I was saved.
Dude, you would be so much happier. You're in denial. You would be so much happier.
I do not like the
you would be
caveman
so much
aesthetic.
happier with a caveman for alligator, 100%.
I don't want any caveman Pokemon, period.
Dude, here's the thing. The giant skull on for alligator could have been a skull, like a caveman's wearing like the armor, or it's like wearing a skull like armor. Like, that still could have been so cool.
Hey, worked. Dusty, you're on Stranger Things now. Look, it's Bob.
I know. Don't bring that up. We don't talk about Bob. We don't talk about that.
Bob.
Bob.
Anytime he would say anything sentimental, I'm like, he's just doing Sam.
Yeah,
he's like Will's like in the chair, and he's like, "It's me. You're Bob," and that's literally a line from the Lord of the Rings where he goes, "It's me, you're Sam."
Sure.
I'm like, man, they
funny.
know their audience. I'll say that. That's why they hired the man. They know their audience. No, this is cool. The idea of a hobbit kind of creature. That's cool.
The assassin snail.
It would have big feet. I'm sorry. I'm just on the hobbit.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say this too.
The assassin snail.
Yeah. This was one of mine, but I was cutting it for Malaysia possibly because it is a little bit in Malaysia too.
Dude, gorgeous. This is really cool.
Oh yeah, really pretty.
Rock
also,
type,
I'm
rock
all
bug,
for snail
rock bug.
Pokemon.
Yeah, this would be rock bug.
And you see, it's like the snail itself is like almost clear.
Yeah, like
it's got to be an assassin, bro. I don't know how it becomes an assassin, but it's like got like a tube, so like maybe that's like the end of a gun kind of thing. And
incorporate with like a
snails.
And maybe there's a stinger at the end of the shell, you know?
Yeah, it's funny. So I was thinking about assassin. I'm like, where's he going with this? But I was thinking a dagger. I think this shell looks like a dagger, but you're right. Yeah, I guess an assassin.
Well, that would work with your dagger thing that you had before. I forget.
That's true.
That, like Indonesian dagger.
They could fuse those together. I like the rock type because it's like, it's the shell.
But it's like the worst type.
And that's not
the right ability. It's
Rock's
fine.
Powerful. Rock is like superpower. It's like
but it's also it has the most
frail.
amount of weaknesses alongside grass.
Yeah, but what's an assassin? You get up close and personal. It's like it's deadly, but it's like tactical.
Sure, but it's also a snail. So how fast will it be? You know.
Sure. Yeah.
When you look at it too, you don't realize, but it's underwater the whole time. So like it lives in like seabeds. Yeah, it's like all underwater.
That's cool.
So I don't know, but it it kills other snails. So it's a killer.
Wait,
it's like an assassin.
So is its head over here?
Yeah,
or over here. Okay,
first place.
Just a normal.
Yeah, that's its back end.
Yeah, this is. I think this is pretty cool. I could see.
It's
this.
a really pretty color too. I feel like it's like bee-like, so I almost feel like
it's
tied to
nice.
that somehow.
Yeah, it's got a stinger.
Yeah,
I think Soul was saying, or someone was saying that. That's cool.
Yeah, be cool.
That's fun. I like this.
Are you done rattling? Because I got a few to rattle.
I have
and
one last one.
We got to jump,
and that's just
because I got to go.
That's the thing that I mentioned this on the Loxton episode as a potential starter, but I do just want to hammer it home again. The Thylacine, that is an extinct marsupial to Australia. However, they believe it might still exist in Indonesia. It's just there's so much thick brush and jungle there that like they can't confirm it, which just kind of is a cool testament to how wild that area is. But
I could totally see this being a legendary that they're searching for.
There's there's a cryptid in Indonesia called the Dobsegna, and it is, the way they describe it is it's a freaking thylacine. So it like kind of adds credit to the Thylacine possibly being in Indonesia still.
No way.
Interesting.
Dude,
I can
like
totally
that.
see this being like third legendary vibes.
It's specifically on the island of Papua.
And it's a legend because it's a mythical Pokemon because it's so rare.
Ooh, mythical's even better, actually.
It's so rare. That's why it's like, no one believes it. And that would also complement it being a cryptid because it's like, again, so rare. That's really fun. I like that. What else?
I'm just gonna say, I'm not going into detail with anything. I just really still want a fruit bat, and I still want an echidna. I want an echidna if possible. And
you said that already.
Yeah, I know. Well, not on this, but I just want to hit home.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, you didn't say echidna. You said
pangolin.
And
a pangolin.
The pangolin. Yeah, but I do love this guy too. This could tie in with the pangolin, to be honest.
I think so because the echidna is like, I think that this is Sandslash.
It's similar, and it's got quills, I guess, but yeah. And then
has
obviously,
okay, sorry.
after watching like 3 hours of documentaries, like seeing the sun bear again, he's perfect, and he's gonna be in this region. That's all I have to say.
You guys are you guys are if you guys if you want a full 2-hour breakdown of all of those last 5 things, go watch.
I just had to throw them in.
Go watch. No, it's all good. I don't even remember what I said last week.
I'll say something more about this. There's like sun god stuff going on with Indonesia, and like they related this bear to the sun god, so I could see it being like legendary even. So I mean, we might do a legendary video, and maybe I'll bring this up for the 10th time. But I just love him so much, and I really hope that it becomes a Pokemon. So
I hope it's a starter,
we need some dragons. We need some. I'm pumped, man. I'm just, you know what I'm pumped for? I'm pumped for a region, from my perspective, I'm pumped for a region that is not just a bunch of things that Disney has already hashed. You know, like I'm ready to learn about some myth. I'm ready to see some animals, some creatures, some cultures, right? In this Pokemon world that, at least for me, feel completely, new.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I'm pumped for. Seriously.
Most of us
I'm like the last, as an adult, the last 10 years, the last decade or more has all been Western countries.
Yeah.
And that's cool. But also come on, let's do something. Let's shake it up a little bit. I don't want another European region. I'm honestly so glad we're not going to Greece.
Me too.
I can't say I'm so glad, but I'm glad.
I'm glad.
It's good.
I'm really
glad.
Well,
with Greece, everything I was excited about was really the mythology. I wasn't necessarily stoked about the region itself or the wildlife, It was just the idea of incorporating Greek mythology and Greek mythological areas.
And what's cool, Lumi, you said this. I was like, I don't know if it's called doom scrolling, but I was in the chat saying it's a bummer we can't actually see these Greek gods, or the idea of more Greek gods maybe being in connection with the Sinnoh legends, right? It's a bummer we're not going to see those in this game if it's not based in Greece. And Lumi's like, nah. They could still do that because any Pokemon game any Pokemon region that we go to usually takes or inspiration for its legendaries from other cultures.
Jewish inspiration and Hoenn, which is Japan. You have Chinese inspiration for both Zekrom and Reshiram, but then also for the Kami trio in Unova. You have the Swords of Justice are French, but in Unova. You have Nordic legendaries for France. You have, I mean, there's so many examples.
That's got me pumped. That's got me excited, for sure. Guys, if you want to support more podcasts like this, there's a link in the description. Well, I guess I'll say if you're new, just hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Stick around. We got so much stuff planned for this year, for Generation 10. But if you want to go an extra step, $5 a month, and you are completely funding this show. Links are in the description. You get access to a whole extra bonus podcast every single week. Right now, we're doing a retrospective of every single Pokemon game leading up to Pokemon Day. But you also get access to the secret Discord. There's a ton of other perks that you can check out. I'm actually thinking right now, I haven't even told you guys, but I'm working on some stuff for how to spice up some of our even higher tiers, at least that second tier. Some really fun ways we can give back to you guys. And at the highest tiers, we will actually shout you out on every single podcast. So thank you for watching. Let us know what kind of animals and cryptids and creatures. Let us know what kind of Pokemon that you're most excited for in the description or in the comment section. And thank you guys for watching the #1 Pokemon podcast. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.